This is a Synergy Gradebook assignment creation tutorial. From your home screen, what you can do is you can enter assignment multiple ways. I prefer to go to the Gradebook button. Underneath, you will see that you have different options available for you. There is one that says New Assignment, but I prefer to click on the Gradebook to get to my gradebook that I have. You've created the gradebook from previous setup. You can move to different classes by hovering over the upper left and choosing your class. Let's say that I'm going to create an assignment from my period 1 and I'm going to put it in all my other periods since they're all the same classes. There are two options. You can click on the new assignment or use the pop-down quick assignment. I'm going to go over both options with you. If I click on the new button, I have my assignment creation window. There is a top half as well as a bottom half to the assignment. Starting on the upper left, you'll notice that this is going to keep account of how many assignments you have created in each of the different types or categories. You start by creating your assignment by giving it a name. If you wish, you can give it a description. You then give it an assignment type, which is your category. Now you choose the score type. You have right now the defaults are a 4-point rubric, a percentage, or a raw score. The score type, currently you have a 4-point rubric. When I select that, notice that it's going to go and just say the points that it's worth within yours, a gradebook. The percentage is going to be, again, what are the points that that assignment is worth in your gradebook, and what you actually enter in the scores is a percentage of this. So if your points are 10 and you put 75, because that's the 75%, it's going to give you 7.5 points within your gradebook. The raw is, again, the traditional method where you have a score that assignment is given. So the max score and the points should be matching. If these change, then you start to get into assignment weighting, and it's very, very confusing. So it is strongly recommended that you do not have max score and points to be different. Rubric is what rubric are you going to be using to grade the assignment, and that's going to come in when we talk about assignment scoring. So the score type, the 4-point rubric, does not match this rubric section down here. As always, you can use the little question mark up at the top, and it will give you more details concerning each of these different sections. I now move over to the next column. Date of the assignment and the due date. So you can choose which of these is going to be appropriate. Category. You have normal, extra credit, or if you wish, you can have an assignment that is not for grading. I'm just going to say that it's normal. Now the next section is going to be, what is this assignment going to look like in the parent-student portal? I do want it always to be seen on the portal. If I do have a rubric, then I do want to show the rubric score, but I am not using a rubric. And this option is show only when scored, so it's not going to appear until you have entered a score. So I like to have the assignment always visible, and it's a reminder for them that yes, there is that assignment. Assignment Dropbox is a Synergy tool that is similar to Google Classroom. So if you're using Google Classroom, you most likely will not be using this, but it is a helpful tool if you want to explore later. Now if I scroll down to the bottom, I have the different part of the assignment creation. Standard correlation, if you wish, you can attach a standard to that assignment. Sections, this is where you say that you want this assignment to be in other sections. So all you would do is select the other sections that you want that assignment to be in. grading periods, it's going to default to whatever your current grading period is, if your setup is done correctly. So you most likely are not going to need to do anything for this. And resources. If you want to upload a file to have as a resource through that portal for the parents and students to see. Most likely if you're using Google Classroom, you're not going to be doing a resource, but it is available for you. Once I have done all of the sections, then I just save the assignment. It will now default to my gradebook screen, and I can start to enter my points for this. Just to check that it's in the other classes, I can scroll down and I should see that there's that homework, and I can enter the scores. The other way of creating an assignment is what's called a quick assignment. When it comes up, you're going to notice it has a little different view than the new assignment. I still have the assignment name, you still have description, you still have the category or assignment type. You do have the score type as well as the max score and the total possible points that it is worth in your gradebook. You do have the assignment date and the due date that you can adjust. You also have an option within this one's view of adding the different sections that you want it to be added to. This I find is easier instead of scrolling down to the bottom as in the new assignment method to add all of my classes. This tells me what grading period, and if I want to add the resource, I can do so. Now what's nice here is I can start to add the assignment scores right in the same screen that I started with creating that assignment. So some people may like to be able to start to add it. Now if you notice, it's going to include all of the students that I've included in my assignment classes. So this is all of the students that are here, so I'm able to start to add those assignments. And if you notice, it is alphabetized by period, since that's how I added it. So that is the two methods of creating an assignment. So I have the new with the plus or the pop-down quick assignment. As always, you can click on the question mark that gives you detailed information on the page that you happen to be at. Now, if I do make a mistake on my assignment creation, I can always just click on the header up at the top, and there is Edit Assignment. So I can also delete the assignment if need be, or create assignment resources if I want to add any. So if I want to edit the assignment, if I notice it's not in one of the sections, you will see that this assignment exists in more than one class. Saving will apply changes to all the classes. So that means that once I change it in one class, I can actually save that change in all my other classes. So if the date is changed or the name has changed or any of these options, it will change it for all of them. If I don't want it to change in all of them, I can deselect which sections I do not want that change to affect. So again, if I need to edit an assignment, I click on it, I edit assignment, and I'm able to edit, and once I save it, it will save it for all of them unless I deselect which sections not to have the change.